One of the greatest challenges is to get clients and those that strive for better performance to eat more protein. It's often become a shit show.
The heart is beating.
Why you need to be pro-protein. 5 valuable reasons to be specific. I bring you into our kitchen to talk about protein. Out of all 3 macronutrients that we consume, protein, carbohydrates, and fats, protein provides the biggest punch when delivering optimal recovery to the tissues in our body and promoting fat loss. I've designed and created hundreds, if not thousands of meal plans over the last 20 years. Blueprint plans for just about every body type out there to complement the efforts of one's training routines or body composition goals. I don't claim to be an expert, I don't know it all. But I will tell you, I know how to deliver real results through nutrition modifications. Not to mention, I've spent over 25 years eating, building lean muscle tissue, and have challenged myself to obtain the lowest of body fat levels. This is for myself, mostly through the manipulations of protein. One of the greatest challenges is to get clients and those that strive for better performance to eat more protein. It's often become a shit show. More often than not, we're all under consuming protein, right? But instead of standing here playing my Captain Obvious role, let me tell you why it's important and the benefits to consuming adequate amounts of protein in your daily diet. The why is 10 times more, 100 times more influential than the how. I can tell you how much to eat all day, but until you truly appreciate and understand why it's critical, you're not motivated to do so, even if you've got skin in the game. No one wants to waste their time grinding in the gym or invest valuable hours out of their week sweating with their trainer without the best return in their investment. Hell, no one wants to feel tired, lethargic, or weak, even if you're not exercising on a regular basis. This is gonna serve everyone. I feel your frustration. All right, we should all know this by now, but protein isn't just for athletes. Quality protein needs to be a staple in everyone's meal structure, as it's an essential part for human development. This isn't just a statement or a theory. Once I tell you why you need these highly valuable nutrients, you make the decision to add them into your regimen. First, what are the foods that are protein laden? If your beliefs allow you to eat animal-based protein, then focus on adding these. Let's start with extra lean beef, or you can choose a ground sirloin. This is a great preparation protein, and let me explain why. You can make these into whatever you want. You can form them into patties, put them on the grill, create your own homemade burgers. You can make little meatballs. You can do whatever you like. You can bake them. You can put them in a pan. And it just beats the alternative of always eating steak. And it's more cost efficient, and it's just such a great protein. Then you have the infamous incredible edible egg. And if you're not adding these gems into your day, every day, then you're missing out. The absorption rates and how fast they digest in our body are incredible. Hence the incredible edible egg. Someone came up with that. Then we have the oh so boring chicken, right? But what we can't forget is that there's so many ways of preparing chicken, and for every 6 ounces, there's 40 grams of protein, so we can really elevate our protein levels relatively quick with chicken. These are marinated. I'm gonna put these right on the grill, and they're gonna be perfect for a complement to any of my carbohydrate and fats that are in my meal. Then we can't forget about the other white meat, the pork chop, or just a general pork. You can do pork tenderloin, but this is a bone-in chop. I like to coat them in a panko, and I'll pan fry them, and they're pretty tasty on the grill too, as most of you know. But don't forget about that. Great alternative to just kind of mix and match our protein sources. Then we have my favorite. I always like to go with a white fish. Not every day, but maybe like every other day I'll choose fish. And this is a wild caught mahi-mahi straight from Trader Joe's. You can go with other white fishes. You can go with a walleye or orange roughy. If you really want to get desperate, you can go with tilapia. But this is a great vitamins, good protein source, and then don't forget about salmon if you can afford to get those fats in there for the day. But awesome options. If you're not taking these in now or not mixing and matching, then get on it and let's move on. Hey, I want to apologize for my selfishness. I forgot about those that are a little more animal friendly and enjoy the ecosystem. So let's talk about some things that don't involve animals as far as protein and getting your protein levels up. So let's start with tofu. I'm not a huge fan of tofu. However, there are a lot of people that do enjoy consuming it, but it will give you an adequate amount of protein to satisfy your needs in that department. Then we have, which I enjoy as actually a carbohydrate source, but it does bang 8 grams of protein per serving, which are lentils. Now, these really do complement my proteins, and plus the nice additive is it has extra protein in it, so give them a good shot. And along with some black beans, we could choose pinto beans, but both of these options are definitely animal friendly, and they'll give you approximately 8 to 9 grams of protein per serving. So dive right in. And I'm always pretty nuts about nuts. So any type of nuts are gonna give you a good protein, a protein boost, but it's also gonna give you those fats. So make sure that those are allocated into your plan. These are almonds. We can go with walnuts, we can go with pecans. Those will be, macadamia nuts. Those are the few nuts that I would recommend. I would stay away from cashews or peanuts, just a little dirtier nut. No one wants a dirty nut. So give those an option, give them a shot, but let's get on to the meat of the message, and let's carry on. All right, with the what's out of the way, here are the 5 reasons why you need to and want to consume adequate protein. Number 1, the thermic effect of food. Protein is a very costly macronutrient for the body to metabolize. Your body actually burns calories in order to digest protein. So from a fat loss perspective, it only makes sense to include protein with every meal. Did you hear me? Fat loss benefit. Get on it. Number 2, repairing skeletal muscle and tissue. The volume and intensity of your exercise and training creates consistent damage to the body's muscle fiber and tendons. Protein plays a major role in repairing the broken down tissue. So get building. Number 3, the addition of lean body mass. Resistance training tears down the body's muscles. We know that. As noted, it's important that you provide the body with the proper nutrients to rebuild itself. Contrary, though, to popular belief, a high protein diet will not create big, bulky muscles in women. Right, ladies? Females simply do not have the testosterone and hormones responsible for bulking up like men do. Heck, it's hard enough for us guys to pack on the lean body mass, and they have the hormonal requirements. Just ask any guy that's seeking out more muscular development, they'll tell you, right? Jeez. Rather, high protein meal plans assist women in achieving a slender and lean body they desire. So get at it, ladies. Oh, there's more with 4. Weight management and satiety. Satiety is essentially how satisfied our brain becomes after consuming food and falling into a state of appetite control. With all things that pass our lips, food consumption is driven by our hormones. Fat, carbohydrates, and protein all affect hormonal secretion in their own unique way. However, when it comes to satiety, protein is king. A little protein goes a long way, and the chances of physically overeating protein is slim to none. So you're safe with satiety, see? Then there was 5. Last but not least, fat storage and fat release. It's important that you understand 2 hormones, insulin and glucagon. Together, these hormones regulate blood sugar. Animal-based protein sources are very dense in amino acids, creating a greater secretion of glucagon, the fat release hormone, while insulin is the master fat storage hormone. When it comes to fat loss, it's the fat release you're after, right? That's why, if conducive, it's best to eat animal-based proteins, which is the best source of complete proteins. So that caps off the whys you should consume more protein. If that's not enough reason, then I don't know what is. All of these benefits are valuable, but if you're not taking in the right amount of protein for you and your goals, then you're not optimizing recovery and performance for sure. And if that's the case, I highly encourage you to do one of 2 things. 1, contact me and I'll build the ideal nutrition plan for you. I build it all from the ground up. There's a communicative process to it. No cookie cutter plans, no universal strategies from this guy. Message me on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube at Feel Fitastic. Or 2, hire someone else with experience. Hire another professional. If you don't like me, I get it. I'll connect you with someone in your area that will accelerate your results. Thank you for your time, and please let me know what you want to hear next about nutrition. I actually think my next opinion is going to be on ketogenic diets. I think that's on the docket next. So don't worry for those who have been requesting it, it's on its way. Also, take a moment to share this with somebody that can benefit from having more protein in their life. As always, in good health.